Okay, it's so good to have everyone. I've actually got two new friends here tonight, Becky and Rachel, and I've been looking for them. They're new to our Army base, and hey, Becky, hi, Rachel, how are y'all? I hear you just moved here to our Army base.
Yes, sir, we did.
Okay, well, I hope you're enjoying yourselves here.
Well, yeah, but we sure do miss our friends.
Oh, well, I bet you do. But have you made any new friends here at the Army base?
Well, sort of. The people that we meet try to tempt us to do things that we know we shouldn't do.
Oh, no.
It keeps on getting harder and harder to say no to temptation.
Oh, well, that's a very tricky problem you've got there. Now, I'm proud of you girls for having the courage to do what's right. You know what? I just remember, I've got a computer game here that might give you two some encouragement. So take that game there. It's about Daniel, okay? The Bible character Daniel. And he's from the Bible. Did you know he was in a situation just like yours? He was taken to this city called Babylon where there were some very powerful people, and they wanted him to do some things that God would have never wanted Daniel to do. Do you know what he did?
What?
Well, he fought the good fight, and he did what was right. And how about you take that game over there to Miss Beebe's office, and I know she'd love to let you look at the game, too.
Okay, thanks.
Wow, thank you.
Bye, Miss Beebe, it's here.
Hi, Rachel. What's here?
The new computer CD. Colonel Mustard just gave it to us.
Oh, that's great, Becky. Come on in. Now, what's it called?
King's Dreams and Schemes. It's about the adventures of Daniel.
Let's put it in the computer. Ooh, this should be exciting. Click start, Rachel, and away we go.
The city of Jerusalem. See the temple and the city walls?
Hey, Daniel doesn't look much older than us.
Uh-oh, he better look out. The king of Babylon and his army are attacking the city. Run, Daniel, run!
Look out behind you! Hurry, run! They're coming over the wall!
Oh no, Daniel's been captured. Where do you think they're taking them?
Looks like they're marching all the captives back to Babylon. That's a long hike. They'll be captives with corns, resistors with blisters, torn from their families apart from their sisters.
Sounds like an episode of Survivor to me.
What's gonna happen to them? Click on the captives icon and let's see.
Left, right. Left, right. Left, right.
Israelites!
Left, right.
Israelites!
Left, right.
Attention!
1, 2, 3, 4.
Lots of 1, 2.
So these are the young Israelite captives. Impressive. Are they being trained to serve in my court?
Yes, King Nebuchadnezzar. Nebuchadnezzar, remember it.
Nebuchadnezzar!
Yes, King Nebuchadnezzar. They're being taught our language, literature, and culture. Everything needed to be a good Babylonian.
Excellent. Make sure they're fed the choice food from my table.
Yes, King Nebuchadnezzar can pronounce it.
Nebuchadnezzar!
Yes, King Nebuchadnezzar. Israelites, take a hike. Dismiss.
You guys realize we got a big problem here. We can't eat the king's food. It's been offered to idols, and it's against the laws God gave us.
Well, Daniel, what can we do? I'm hungry.
Let's have a little chat with the maitre d'.
Good afternoon, table for four.
Please don't think that we are rude. We Hey, that's cool. Daniel didn't go along with the crowd. That took a lot of guts. He obeyed God no matter what the others did.
Good for him. That's hard to do. Chalk one up for the good guys.
Wow, look at Daniel and his friends. They look great. The guys who ate the royal food look like wimps compared to them.
Yeah, they do. Daniel was healthy, handsome, and wise. Not only did he look better, but God gave him great knowledge and wisdom and the ability to understand dreams.
Understand dreams, but whose dreams?
Hey, look, there's a dream icon. Let's look at it.
Explain this dream to me, the king. I do not understand.
represents the future and things that will unfold. For God just wanted you to know that it was He alone that put the kingdom in your hands and placed you on the throne.
Wow, that's a king-sized dream. It would get my attention.
It got the king's attention too.
He was so glad to know the meaning of the dream that he put Daniel in charge of running the kingdom.
That was some promotion. He went from captive to captain.
I get it. God used the dream to show King Nebuchadnezzar the future and who controls it.
I think you're right, Rachel. It sounds to me like the king had an ego the size of his kingdom, and he didn't learn that God's running the show. He didn't know that God is sovereign.
What's sovereign?
Well, it means that God's in control of all things in heaven and on earth.
I wonder if it worked. I mean, do you really think, Nebuchadnezzar, that God controls everything, including who becomes king?
If I remember right, this king had a hard time believing anyone had more power than he did. I think God sent the king another dream that Daniel explained.
Yeah, here's dream 2.
The king had a dream, another dream. The king had a dream last night.
He sure does dream a lot, this king.
The king had a dream last night.
You saw a tree, great and tall, its fruit ripe and plump. And then the great tree was cut down to nothing but a stump.
A stump,
A stump, to nothing but a stump. There was a wild man grazing, his hair all wet with dew. Unless you change your prideful ways, O king, that man is you.
it's you.
It's you, O king, that man is you. The king did not believe him and continued in his ways. And like a cow out in the field, the king began to graze.
A little bit. The king began to chew.
Oh, great God up in heaven, you brought me to this hour, and it wasn't with
Nebuchadnezzar wished he'd listened to God after the first dream.
Yeah, who wants to spend 7 years as a human weed eater?
I wonder if Nebuchadnezzar went from acting like a cow to acting like a king.
He was bullheaded, that's for sure. Here's a timeline. Let's see.
Look, here it is. When he finally realized God's power, he was made ruler again and became even greater than before.
Who's that? He's a new king. What's his name?
Oh, that's King Belshazzar. He's a descendant of King Nebuchadnezzar.
Look at Daniel. He's so old. He must be at least 45.
Actually, he's probably closer to 65, right in the prime of his life.
I bet
He can order a senior meal.
I bet he'd order a vegetable plate and bottled water.
Why is that? Why is that? Because of God's laws?
No, because that's all his teeth could handle. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Looks like the king's having a big party.
Click on the balloons and we'll find out.
Awesome party, Jazz. There must be like 1,000 people here. Hey, I've got a great idea. Bring the gold and silver vessels that were stolen from the Israelites' temple in Jerusalem, and we can use them to praise my gods. Do you see that? A hand is writing on the wall. Can anybody tell me what this writing means? I'll make them a wealthy man who wants to be a millionaire. Magicians, wise guys, can you tell me what this writing means?
I don't know. Can you read it?
No, can you?
I don't want to read it.
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't have a clue.
We aren't certain, O King, but judging by the eligible handwriting, we think it may be a doctor's prescription.
Is that your final answer?
Excellent suggestion. I'll use a lifeline to call a friend.
Who would you like to call?
I think I'd like to call Daniel.
Hey, TNT, get me Daniel.
God's final answer.
Now that's what I call a surprise party.
I bet that's where the saying, I can see that handwritings on the wall comes from, meaning, you know what's going to happen.
You're absolutely right, Rachel.
Uh-oh. My teacher said that to me last week about my grades.
I think God's serious about worshiping only Him.
Right again, Rachel.
My soccer coach says that if we let anything become more important to us than idols, then it's anything more important to us than God, then it's like worshiping idols.
Now that's a coach with the right approach. God wants to be first in our lives.
Let's see if Daniel was right about Belshazzar. Did he lose his kingdom? Was he toast?
Let's check the historical helps. Yep. Bye-bye, Babylon. That very night the city was invaded, and King Belshazzar lost his kingdom. Oh, and his life.
So I guess Daniel lost his job.
No, actually, God continued to bless and use Daniel. It says here he was one of the top 3 advisors for the new king, Darius.
Ooh, it sounds like Daniel was the most popular guy in town.
I don't think so, Rachel. It looks like the other government officials were really jealous of Daniel. Click on schemes and let's see what they're up to.
This Daniel's a thorn in our side. I can't believe King Darius is going to put him in charge of the whole kingdom. He'll be our boss. Ever since God helped him interpret the king's dreams, it's been Daniel this, Daniel that. I'm sick of it. Who does he think he is?
Well, what can we do to get rid of him?
That's a good question. There's no fault in his governing. He's honest, faithful, and isn't corrupt in any way. Not much of a politician, is he? Well, there's got to be some way we can bring him down. Maybe we can use his faith in God to do him in. You know, he prays morning, noon, and night.
I know, let's talk a king into passing a law that says no one can praise anyone but him.
Yeah, that will appeal to his pride. He won't even see we're setting a trap for his man, Dan. I've got it. If anyone breaks the law, he's thrown into the lion's den.
Adios, amigos.
Arrivederci. Sayonara. Vida, 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 vida. That's all, folks.
Look at this. Can you believe King Darius passed that law?
Yeah, he didn't see the flaw when he passed the law. They laid it in his lap and he fell into their trap. You know, he really did feel awful because he liked Daniel.
Did Daniel stop praying to God?
There's some praying hands. Let's try that. God no matter what the others did.
That's right. When the going gets tough, you can't pray enough. His faith and devotion were unshakable.
I pray 3 times a day too, Miss Phoebe.
Really, Becky? When's that?
During math, science, and English.
Oh, Becky.
Just kidding. You know I pray all the time to God. My soccer coach says that I'm the team's prayer warrior.
Do you think Daniel was scared? I'm sure he was, but he knew God was in control and would be with him every step of the way.
Did the officials really throw him in the lion's den?
Let's look at the paw print.
This is great. If you know it now, then the man will be lively to see. Hey, dream boy, let me tell you your future. In about 5 minutes, you're gonna be a hairball. Yeah, tomorrow, what's left of him will just be lying around. Get it? Lying around? Let's see if God deliver him from this. They threw Daniel in the lion's den. Kitty, 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 kitty. They threw Daniel in the lion's den now. Kitty, 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 kitty. That's in a book because the Lord was there with him. Kitty, 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 kitty. No need to snarl or sniff about. God sent an angel to shut your mouth. Threw Daniel in the lion's den. They threw Daniel in the lion's den now. And the Lord was there with him. And his buggin'. No, the cat's in a buggin'. No, the cat's in a buggin' 'cause the Lord was there with him. Meow, 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 meow.
Wow, Daniel spent the night in the lion's den and came out without a scratch. That's what I call special delivery.
I wonder what happened to the people who tried to get rid of Daniel.
Looks like that bunch became a lion lunch.
A little feast for the king of the beasts.
A little feast for the king of the beast. A little feast for the king of the beast. I had to do that. You know, I bet King Darius was amazed that God had delivered Daniel.
That would make me believe in God.
Did it make King Darius believe in God?
Let's see.
I make a decree that in all my kingdom men are to honor the one and only God, the great Jehovah, the God of Daniel. He rescues and saves. He performs signs and wonders in heaven and on earth. Glory be to the God of Daniel, the God most high.
Holy name.
Rachel. His life sure is a great example for us to follow. He's faithful, wise, obedient, and devoted to serving God.
Do you think Daniel could use me? Do you think God could use me, like he did Daniel?
Absolutely, Becky. God can use anyone who's willing, obedient, and faithful.
Then I think I know what I'm going to do to be like Daniel.
Me too. I want people to know that I follow God.
Well, there's one icon left. Come take a look.
Praise be to the God Most High. He's the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Glory be to the great Jehovah. It's God's desire that we all come to know and serve Him. How about you? Among these Daniels in your world today, men, women, girls, and boys who are bold to take a stand for Him. Will you be His faithful and obedient servant no matter what the cost? Will you dare to be a Daniel?